Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Rockingham International Speedway. Well, Rockingham Speedway to be short, but anyways. So after James King won at Daytona and Joshua Michaels took pole, let's see if, well, actually we do have a new pole sitter. So, Nick Smith is 29, is our, down table. Anyway, Nick Smith is our, Nick Smith is our pole sitter. Yes, I was correct. And next to him is, in fact, Joshua Michaels. So Michaels is definitely a good qualifier. We're going to have to keep an eye out for him for the rest of the season. Behind them, Alex Ferranti and Nick Bellardo. And behind them, the 23 of Charlie Rodriguez and the 51 of Zach Hamlin. And behind them is...
Drivers, start your engines! Is that okay?
No, that was fucking shit. And then behind them is Dylan Potey and the 77 of... I forget your name. Kyle Thomas, that's it. In fact, I got the sheet right next to me. What the fuck am I doing? And then rounding up the top 10 is the 1 of PJ Williams and the 94 of Deanna Shelton. So, we saw what they can do with a super speedway. What can they do with a short track like this? Actually, it's an intermediate track if you think about it. But green flag display, we'll go at Rockingham. Nick Smith now going deep to the inside. Will there be any accidents like that happened in the Nationwide? No, not yet, but I see James Cole's going 3 wide. Or was going 3 wide between Taylor Marie and Josh McCullough. 2 good friends, in fact. As Ferranti now will not get the lead, but he will into turn 1. We can confirm. Confirmation, Nick Smith was our leader that last lap. Some 3 wide battling and possibly 2 wide action going on as Charlie Rodriguez now looks to the inside. Charlie Rodriguez making his debut here in the WWSCOC and my Nationwide series for the first time. He looks now deep to the inside in that Toyota. And thankfully, no wrecks like what happened in the Nationwide race that happened last summer, which is good. And here comes Dylan Potey now in the 33. He's coming up into the picture frame now. Charlie Rodriguez then led that lap. I think I saw a bit of a separation there. 3 wide in the back between, I believe it was Michaels, King, and I believe I saw another truck, but I couldn't see who it was because I'm trying to use all the best trucks that have the best schemes, and I've chosen a few. Try and distinguish from one another. There's a reason why I didn't pick the 47 and the 18 together, because they both have the same sponsor. In fact, speaking of the 18, there's Michael Norman now. He's in the top 10 here. We'll go back a bit, where some of the good action's happening, as Michael Norman now going to the high line is Deanna Shelton in the 94. Oh, good God, I saw beating and banging there between the 16 of Michaels, Ian Dudder, and PJ Williams. As I was saying before, Michael Norman now been getting passed by 2 girls now. Deanna Shelton and now Taylor Marie, as now coming into the frame is Mr. NNCOA, Seth Cole. Ooh, and they've got a bit of a train going here. A 3-car push there, working together now. Nick Bellardo, the 54 of Jonathan Smith. Yeah, Jonathan Smith and Danny Wells now. And who's coming back into the picture now? Nick Smith. He's back up here now. Shelton now. Getting close now. In fact, we'll go on board with her for a lap. We'll go on board with her for a bit. How's that? On board now with the 94 Aaron's Dream Machine of Deanna Shelton. Shelton now looking inside. She's going to get behind Jonathan Smith. She can. She knows she wants to stay to that inside. That's where all the good stuff happens. She might have someone coming to her inside in a minute. That's a 3-car breakaway, really, between Nick Smith, Danny Wells, and Jonathan Smith. By the way, I'm not too sure if Jonathan and Nick are related. She's not getting any closer. She's trying her hardest. But how far away is the nearest car from her? Well, so Shelton's technically in the she's the middle person in this entire thing. She's far away from them, but however, she can't get close to these guys. In fact, actually that may change now because she's now going to the inside of Nick Smith, and this is now working in the favor of her. Get the flyby. God, I love that. Deanna now, and I think she wants to do one thing in particular. Not many of you know this, but no, wait, was that? No, fuck, no, never, no, I think that was something else. Anyway, Danny Wells now your leader. It's a 3-car breakaway. As we now have the look who's coming up to the frame now. Dougie. She is in the 80 Best Buy. In the Best Buy Dodge. Let's have a look. There's a Chevy. There's a 4 Chevys in the top 5. And then you get the Tundra. Ugh. So at the minute, Taylor Marie is the highest placed Toyota, and Dougie is the highest placed Dodge, and Nick Smith is the highest placed Ford. Now Deanna's now going to the inside of Jonathan Smith, and she's coming for Danny. Oh, Danny boy, you could be fucked today, Danny boy. Deanna now. She now has her eyes set on Danny Wells. She wants the lead. So we now got the spectators cam. This is how you want to see how big the track is. There's the start line. There's turn 1 and 2. Got some action in the back there. We'll go to that in a minute once we have a look. Once the spectator cam is used, once it's done with its usefulness. There's the back stretch, and now turns 3 and 4. Shelton now really gained on Danny Wells that time. Gap before was quarter of a second. The gap is now 1/13 of a second. So, whoa! She's now on the back bumper. She's now gonna look to the inside. Oh, this is gonna be a heck of a battle for the lead. This is Shelton versus Wells. Whoa! You can see the shadows there. Look how close Deanna is to Danny. See the shadows? That's how close she is. In fact, they're both even. In fact, that time by 0.9 on a second. Deanna's got to pass her. Deanna has got to pass him in that truck. And she backed off then. Oh, because she's pitting now. She's pitting. Pit stops. Shelton the first one, then Nick Smith. We got a few coming in. Nick Smith, Kyle Corbett, Seth Cole, Dougie Shears, Nick Mucciello, sorry, I should say, Sean Gallagher, the King, James King, the Cousins, James King, Michael Norman, James Qualls, Chris Washer, Derek Engel, Chris Dollerton. They're in the pits now. And now Danny Wells is coming in the pit. In fact, we'll go to the pit lane camera just to see who's there. Right, so you got Nick Smith there and Joshua Michaels putting on 2 tires. Going for 4 tires, and here comes. And there's Deanna Shelton. Now there's Deanna. She'll be the first one out. And side by side, and Seth Cole, and Dougie, Nick, Qualls, King, Michael Norman, Chris Washer, then Chris Dalton and Sean Gallagher. Ferranti coming into his pit, then Derek Angle coming out. In fact, that's a 23. No, there's 23 to 80. Nick Bellardo. Okay, so the rest of these guys are coming into pit. And here comes all the people that did come into pit first. There's Taylor Marie, and there's Deanna Shelton now. She's past Danny Wells, so she will be the leader. And you got all these others coming out now. PJ Williams, Alex Ferranti, Ty Norton, Nick Bellardo, Sean Henley. Ooh, dead heat there. Another dead heat. There's Collard, there's Rashawn, and then there's Kyle Thomas. So we'll go back. Danny. There he is. Well, where will he come as we're halfway done with this race now? He pitted in lap. Whoa! Dougie Shears and Nick Mucciolo. You see them beating and banging together? We'll go back up to the front now. And there's the... Oh, caution's out. Caution is out. Who's involved? Oh, no. Zach Hamlin. Anyone else? I don't see anyone else. So it looks to be just Zach Hamlin. So let's find out what happened. Poor sod. Okay, so I know what okay, so this is what happened. So coming out, just as I was talking about dead heat to the line between James King and Carl Corbett, and then the others were coming out. This is them coming out now. So Zach Hamlin's next to Dylan Young. Dylan gets in. Oh, I know. It's the fault of Zach Hamlin. It's all Zach Hamlin's fault because look. So look how. In fact, let's have a look. Let's see what the speed comparison was. Okay, so Dylan's getting up to speed. Okay, so he's going 96 miles an hour. 93. But hang on, let's go back a bit because he may have had a bit more. Let's have a look. I think. I don't know. You could say either way. It could have been the fault of Dylan Young. But then again, if you look closely at Zach Hamlin. I think he wanted to get off the line press. Look, he's into Dylan Young. He was going full throttle by the time he was coming out. So, anything, I think it's the fault of Zach Hamlin. And strangely enough, this brought out the caution, even though it was below the yellow line. However, because I think it was a pit exit, it was a potential blocking hazard. It could have caused an accident. And that's probably the reason why the caution came out. So yeah, Zach Hamlin, more tough luck for him. Another week in a row. For another race. As a pace car is out. Pace car will be out, and we will take you back to the green flag. Alright, so we are here back at Rockingham. So, only retiree was of course Zach Hamlin, seeing as though he did hit the hell out of that wall, and his car was sent up smoking. So, I think it's time we give you a top 10 rundown. So, our top 10 rundown is our leader, Deanna Shelton, and behind her is Joshua Michaels, and third, Seth Cole, and then Nick Smith, Taylor Marie, Danny Wells, Dougie Shears, Nick Mucciolo, Jonathan Smith, and rounding up the top 10 is Dylan Poteet. As green flag is displayed, we'll go back here at Rockingham, and Deanna Shelton will be the leader. She is your leader. That 3-car breakaway there between Seth, Michaels, and Shelton. As Michaels now looking to the inside. Oh, he's looking to the inside now. He's looking to the inside. I think he's going to get the lead away from Deanna. No, he doesn't. Deanna was much faster. Somehow, she got a NOS button in that car? I don't know. Anyways, Shelton now leading this race as we have 14 lap. Wait, 14? Yeah, 14 years. Yeah, whatever. So we have a set. We're nearly 3/4 of the race done. How's that? Okay, we are nearly 3/4 of the way through this race as Deanna Shelton now Aaron's Dream Machine is leading. As the 16 now, Joshua Michaels will contend for the lead, and he's gonna get it. Which he will. Oh, but wait, I think Shelton got... Oh, Shelton, I think evened it at the line. Evened it. In fact, Shelton's using the high line to her advantage. Oh, but not in that corner. Not in turn 3 and 4. Not in turn 4. Turn 1 maybe, but not turn 4. As she will now lose the lead. over to Joshua Michaels, and here comes Taylor Marie now in the 17 Caterpillar. And behind her, Mr. NNSCOA, Seth Cole now. And we've got 3 wide in the back between Poteet Muccialo and Ian Dutta. As Seth now. So it's just when I see the shadows on each other's cards, it's like, ooh, just how close can you get? Because, well, I've actually updated my my graphical interface for these cars, so they look a bit more realistic than what they used to be. Especially when I did the first Nationwide Series, my first NL League. So I've updated the graphics and visuals for the race. As now it's Turner Scott Motorsports 2 and 3. Danny Wells now to the inside, passing his teammate Seth Cole. Taylor Marie now getting a hell of a lead. As we've now passed 3 quarters now. We now have 10 to go. 10 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for the shaking. I just had to clean something on my screen. Anyway, Turner Scott, they finished like they are right now. I think Seth Cole would be the new leader. I think he would be. Yeah, I think maybe Seth or maybe Danny. No, wait, Danny Wells, if he stays where he is now, I think he would be the new leader of the series. Because he got a top 5 finish with Sean at Daytona. And Danny's now only 1 place away from getting first place. But if he stays where he is now, whether he's second or first, he will be the new leader. So we now look through the field. Taylor Marie is still our leader. And there's Dougie Shears now. And there's Dougie Shears, Kenny McCurry and Dylan Poteet working it out. Getting close together, and there's Deanna. Thought she may have had a chance to win. I think if that caution didn't come out, she may have gone all the way in the race. She may have gone all the way through the race and maybe win it. As we're going back, there's PJ Williams, Michael Norman there in the Dodge, Tahoe, Ferranti there. There's Nick Bellardo. Dylan Young, who I don't think it was his fault in that first caution. It wasn't his fault for what happened, so yeah. And then you got Ty Norton there, and there's Charlie Rodriguez, the free truck of Cole Daly. And there's Ian Dutta, Brandon Washon. There is Sean Henley. Not a good race so far for him. There's Kyle Corbett, and there's the 21 of Joshua Collard from the Wood Brothers. James Qualls there in the 10 Jennifer Jo Cobb racing truck. And the gold one, I should say, which actually looks kind of nice, actually, with the coma unwind, or wind, or whatever it is. And there's Brandon Bouchon and 77 passing. Sean Galligan, there's our winner from last time out, James King, not doing so well. Derek Engel. And there's Nick Smith, who was our pole sitter today. Not well for our pole sitters here in the truck series. And then there's bollocks. Whoa, I think Nick Smith hit the wall. As there's Chris Dalton now just passing, and they're going 3 wide now in the back. We'll go back into the front because you did see Danny Wells take the lead away from Taylor Marie. As next time by, we will have 3 laps to go. It's now going to be this is the, hang on, press the wrong button. That's the gap there between Kenny McCurry and Taylor Marie. Danny Wells now, all he has to do is drive it safely and not do anything stupid, and he will have this win. Danny now. 2 laps to go. Next time by, it will be the white flag. What can Taylor do? What can that 17 Caterpillar Toyota do against a Chevy Silverado? Actually, what the... Wow, Deanna Shelton, wow. Look at all the way she's coming all the way back into this. But anyway, there's Dylan Poteet there, Kenny McCurry. They must have split together. His white flag now is displayed for Danny Wells. I think he will get the checkered flag. Unless something happens to Danny. Like, I don't know, an engine blows. Yeah, like that's going to happen now, CZ. It only ever happened once to Joseph Lombard in the Nationwide, and trust me, I was not expecting that either. Anyways, coming out of turns 3 and 4 now. Your winner here today, for the Subway 250, it is Danny Wells. Danny Wells wins the Subway 225. Congratulations, Danny, on winning. This will now take you to your finishing results. Gotta keep this computer still when I'm recording this shit. Anyways, first place was Danny Wells, second was Taylor Marie, and Kenny McCurry finished third. Fourth was Dylan Potey, and fifth place to Deanna Shelton. Good comeback for her after she originally restart. She was our leader at the restart, and then eventually it just went to shit for her. But then eventually she didn't make it all the way back, and now good finish for her. Top 5 for her. And then it was Jacob Anthony, then Alex Ferranti, then Ty Norton, Charlie Rodriguez, and PJ Williams round out your top 10 here. Then it was Nick, and then there was Nick Mucciello, then Joshua Michaels, Brandon Washan, Jonathan Smith, Cole Daly, Kyle Corbett, Sean Henley, Joshua Collard, Dylan Young, and Nick Bellado ran out the top 10. Then Kyle Thomas, Chris Washer, Sean Galligan, Ian Dudder are your final drivers on the lead lap. Then the lap cars were Dougie Shears, Seth Cole, Michael Norman, Derek Engel, Chris Dalton, James King, James Qualls, and Nick Smith. Whereas our only retiree was Zach Hamlin. So not good there for the 51 team. That's just bad. Anyways, our winner here today is Danny Wells. Congratulations to that 32 from Turner Scott Motorsports. The truck should be our leader into the next race. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, the next time we meet, we will be going to Las Vegas, where we will roll the dice and see who will get lucky or anyone who will get snake eyes. So the next time we meet, we will see you in Las Vegas. Don't miss it.